Hollywoodhalliee, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a movie review for you guys today. Please like, subscribe, and share, and let's get into the video. Happy holidays, everyone. It is Christmas Eve. I hope you guys are enjoying your guys' day, and I'm so excited for Christmas tomorrow. Just a disclaimer, there will be spoilers in here. So if you have not seen the movie, go and watch the movie for yourself. I loved it. But you need to go see it for yourself. And yeah, if you have not seen it, pause, go watch the movie, and you can come back and watch my review on it. Okay guys, so let's get into the movie review. So kind of a little story time, but also movie review too as well. So today is Christmas Eve, and we went to go see Avatar 2 on the 20th, I believe. It was my brother's birthday, and that's what he wanted to go do and see. He wanted to see Avatar 2. And we decided to go like that day, probably at like 11 o'clock. And it was all sold out all the way until 8 p.m. and the movie is 3 hours and 10 minutes long. So, you know, we were sitting there for a good minute. Yeah, we got back home at like 11:30. Yeah. It was, to be honest, it felt longer waiting for the previews and like watching the previews than like the actual movie, because I was just so into it. Just to say, the movie was awesome, okay? I was very excited for the movie. I was born in 2003. It came out in 2009, and I was 6 years old at the time, and I didn't see it until I was probably like 10 or 11 years old. But I loved the movie when I first watched it for the very first time, and it was just so cool. And I was Avatar for Halloween, and you know, I love Avatar, so I was really excited to see Avatar 2, and it was really good. I mean, I'm not sure if I had any expectations. I knew it was going to be a good movie, like pleasant wise, like from my eyes, like, you know, just like it would be pleasant to watch, but I didn't know how they would make the storyline and all that stuff. I love the movie. I thought it was so beautiful. With watching the movie, I just like appreciated the time and the effort that everyone put into the movie. And you know, when I was watching it, I didn't know who was like in it. Of course, like the OG main cast, but there's new characters in the movie, so I didn't know who they were in actual like real life. Yeah. And after watching the movie and after watching like their interviews and like the new cast, and just seeing how much hard work they put in, like they said that they trained for like months, you know, scuba diving and you know, being in the water, and that stuff is not easy, especially to act underwater. I mean, some people have a hard time doing it outside of the water, so imagining acting in the water is very difficult. I'm not even sure I would be able to do that. And they would have to hold their breath for like at least 5 minutes long, and that's a lot of hard work. And I appreciated that. Like after when I watched the movie and I watched the interviews of them, I really appreciated the movie so much more, because everyone just put in 110% in it, and I love the movie even more. The movie is beautiful. I want to go see it again. Me and my brother are actually planning on seeing it in 3D. Again, seeing the movie again. But this time we want to see it in 3D. It was just so good. It was just so good. And I loved it. I love the movie. I hope they have to make over $2 billion for them to like break even. I hope it reaches up to more than 2 billion, because I really want to see Avatar 3. They already made it, so it's like they need to just put it out even if it gets that much money or not, because we want to see it. But I hope Avatar 4, they're like in the making, like, yeah, probably making it. Yeah. They said that they filmed some scenes of Avatar 4. But it was really crazy, because I think this is like the first time a movie or franchise has like did one movie and a second movie and a third movie at like the exact same time. The younger cast was saying in an interview that like, oh yeah, in the morning we would film Avatar 2, and then at night we would film Avatar 3, or they were saying something like that. They would film it like sometimes in the same day. I'm like, wow, like that's pretty nuts. And I'm like, how are you guys remembering like all of these like scenes, and like, because aren't you getting confused between 2 and 3? Like, I feel like I would get really confused, but the movie was just so beautiful. Like, I was so into the movie. Like, I went with my dad and my brother, you know, for his birthday, and my dad was, because we went at 8, so my dad was checking, okay, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, like he was checking it each hour, and I was just so like into the movie that like I did not care what time it is, because when I watched Dune, even though I love Dune, I was like, Dune went on for way too long, and I thought we wouldn't be able to leave the movie theaters because the movie just wouldn't stop. Like, who's gonna stop the play button, you know? Who's gonna stop, you know? So Dune felt like it was like 100 years, but Avatar 2 felt like it was like honestly an hour and a half, in my opinion, because I was so into the movie. And yeah, I loved it. I think you guys should definitely go and watch it. This is not sponsored, but you should definitely go and watch it. I loved it. I've been waiting for forever. Everyone has been waiting for forever for this movie to come out, and it met my expectations. I loved it. I had no problem with the movie, except this is a spoiler, like I warned you guys before. You know, I'm so into the movie. I'm so into Avatar. Love them, right? The end of the movie, I was not expecting that their kid was gonna die. I had a feeling like, okay, maybe for them to spice things up, that one of their kids would die, but I didn't know if it was actually gonna happen. It didn't, which is really sad. Yeah, it was really sad watching it. Like, I wasn't crying, but I was like, dang, that's just like really sad. And the actors are just so good, like with their emotions. It's so good. Yeah, the acting is really good. And then Spider is a new character. He's a human. Everyone else is an actual like avatar. Spider is a wannabe avatar, and he's human. Okay, so in the movie at the end, Jake killed this dude. I'll put a picture up here. Killed that dude at the end of the movie. Spider, if you don't know, that dude that I just showed, I'm not sure, people are saying that they're father and son, but like, I don't know. I'm still confused on that. Spider's dad, which I'll put up here, in the movie, it kind of shows us that Spider's dad could be that person, and he saves him, brings him up out of the water, because he was dead, like dead. Brings him up out of the water. I'm surprised, you know, he even woke up, but Spider brings him onto shore, onto a little rock or whatever, and saves him, and then saves his little dad. His dad about to get into a little helicopter thingy, and the dude is like, hey, you know, his dad is like, hey, you know, come with me. And then Spider's like, and then jumps back in the water. And I'm like, you know Jake. You know Jake is coming for this dude. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, at that point, I was angry, because I was like, Avatar 3, they're gonna go at it again. And so yeah, besides that, I love the entire movie. I mean, obviously they have to, you know, make something dramatic and oh my gosh, so then they can watch Avatar 3, we know that. But at that point I was like, are you kidding me? I looked at my dad like, are you kidding me? Like, so yeah, I love the movie. It was such a great movie. You guys should definitely go see it for yourselves. I want to see it in 3D really bad. And yeah, tell me, you guys, in the comments your favorite part about the movie. What did you love about it? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys always, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye.